Hello everyone, and we continue our Oklahoma accent challenge. This is the Grapes of Wrath, page 70 of the original book. "No," said Casey, "you're only, but you ain't touched." Millie's tight little face was rigid. "I put my hand right in the ground where that blood is still, and I seen my palm with a hole through his chest, and I felt him shiver up against me like he done, and I seen him kind of settle back and reach with his hands and his feet, and I seen his eyes all milky with her. And then he was still in his eyes so clear looking up, and me a little kid standing there, not crying nor nothing, just standing there, shook his head sharply. Joe turned the meat over and over, and I went in the room where Joe was born. That wasn't there, but it was the room, and all them things is true, and they're right in the place they happened. Joe come to life right there. He gave a big old gasp, and then he let out a squawk you could hear a mile, and his grandma standing there says, 'That's a daisy,' over and over. And her so proud she bought 3 cubs that night." Joe cleared his throat. "Think we better eat her now?" "Let her get good and done, good and brown, almost black," said Muley irritably. "I want to talk. I ain't talking to nobody. If I'm touched, I'm touched. And that's the end of it. Like an old graveyard ghost going to neighbors' houses in the night. Pierre's, Jacob's, Rance's, Joe's, and the houses old ark singing like miserable ready boxes. But they was good parties and dancing. There was meetings, shouting glory. There was weddings, all in them houses. And then I want to go in town and kill folks. 'Cause what they take when they tractor the folks over the land, what they get so their margin of profit was safe. They got Pa dying on the ground, Joe yelling his first breath, and me jerking like a billy goat in the bush in the night. What they get, God knows the land ain't no good. Nobody been able to make a crop for years, but them sons of bitches at their desks, they just chop folks in two for their margin of profit. They just cut them in two. Place where folks live is them folks. They ain't whole, all lonely on the road in a piled up car. They ain't alive no more. Them sons of bitches killed him. He was silent, his thin lips still moving, his chest still panting. He sat and looked down in his hands in the firelight. I ain't talking to nobody for a long time," he apologized softly. "I've been sneaking around like an old graveyard ghost." Kissy pushed the long boards into the fire, and the flames licked up around them and leaped up toward the meat again. The house spread cloudily as the cooler night air contracted the wood. Kissy said quietly, "I gotta see them folks that's gone out on the road. I got a feeling I got to see them. They're gonna need help no preaching can give them. Hope of heaven when their lives ain't lived. Holy Spirit when their own spirit is downcast and sad. They're gonna need help. They gotta leave before they can afford to die." Joe cried nervously, "Jesus Christ! I see this meat for it's smaller than a cooked mouse. Look at her. Smell her." He leaped to his feet and slid pieces of meat along the wire until they were clear of the fire. He took Millie's knife and sawed through a piece of meat until it was free of the wire. "Here's for the preacher," he said. "I told you, I ain't no preacher." That's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.